Hi, this is Saul. First, thanks so much for purchasing this physical release. Now that you've received your SPR in the mail, I wanted to just show you how to remove the USB stick. It's a little bit tricky. The wood has been designed in such a way that because it shrinks and contracts, the wood itself, your USB stick might be difficult to pull off at some times, and it might be easier at other times. What I noticed when actually making this, that the USB sticks themselves, because they're in a way custom made, they are larger and smaller themselves, so I had to create something that could hold slight variations of size, and because of that, some of you may receive, yours might be kind of hard to remove and others might be easier to remove. But there's an easy way around this. But first, I wanted to just, I'm going to break apart one before it's been put together, just to show you how the interior works. So essentially the USB sits in this area here, and I've designed these levers that they actually spread out as shown. So the slight they kind of flex outward, and that allows them to grip the sides of the USB stick. So if you can see this first step, it goes a long way to helping you understand how this slides in and out. So over here we have a finished one. I'll move this out of the way. And I want to show you the simplest method for doing this, which is simply just put your finger on the center and just grab the top and slide it out. And so you can do that in a way where you don't even have to remove the bottom piece, and that's probably the easiest. This can go on your computer or your Roku or whatever you have that you want to play the music from. So, and that simply also design wise, it's very good to understand that that bottom angled metal piece goes along the angle of the wood, and that's how it's supposed to sit in here. So you can, if you accidentally put this in upside down, it won't sit correctly in here and won't look right design wise. So back angled piece always goes along the wood piece. Okay, so simply just put a finger here, apply a nice amount of pressure, and just slide out, and you're good. Second way, if you want to actually remove the USB stick, is that it's really easy to pull out. So you can essentially just pull it out. Okay, so there you have it. It's putting it back in that can be kind of tricky because of the pressure. Again, these pressure pieces, they're depending on the time of the year, the time of day, the wood may contract or it may contract or expand. If you're in a hot climate, it could be harder to pull out. If you're in a cold climate, it might be easier to pull out. So just keep that in mind. And the best way I've discovered how to do this is that when you're putting it back in, first step is that, I'm going to move over to this side. First step is that you want to take the angle. The angle always goes to the angle here. So you have those two things to think about. Angle, and then this bottom piece always goes to the wood. So second is that what I do is I have a stick, like a skewer. A round toothpick might work, but it could break. I've been thinking that when I actually send these out, I might have a little cut piece that comes with it to make this easier. But what you do is you want to put pressure on this left side first, because that's the angle, and you want to slide this over. So then you'll see on the other side you have your second lever. You want to just push that over until you get the USB stick in between both of those levers, and then it's just slide into place. So I'll do that one more time. So slide out, again, really easy to remove. Push over, and slide into place, and that's really it. And then you have a nice grip. Perhaps the easiest way is, again, just to pull out, put pressure on the top and pull out, but you're welcome. you're welcome to do it the other way. Just make sure when you go back in, it might be a little bit of a challenge. You won't be able to just push it in. You need to force out the sides just a little bit. And again, as you have this over time, it may get to the point where you can just slide it over it as things loosen up and kind of form to each other. So just wanted to show you that. And then in terms of the stand, if you choose to use the stand, I know it's, in the back there's just a simple cutout, and the stand piece has a little simple notch that's made to match it. So you just match that and then just hold it until you get it balanced, and then there you go. So thanks again, and hope you enjoy.